My name is Chris Pizarnik, and the picture of this handsome young man in Mrs. Cole's kindergarten class, the second boy from the right, is my friend Josh. I'm the funny-looking one next to him. Today, I'm the principal at Longfellow Elementary School, and although I wear a tie more frequently than I did in kindergarten, I still enjoy the time I'm able to spend with my elementary friends. This is Longfellow Elementary School, one of the greatest places on earth. These are just a couple of the teachers who teach here with me. They are outstanding, just like the students and families who together make up our learning community. We wanted to take about 10 minutes of your time today to share with you the learning that takes place throughout our K-6 building. It may look slightly different from when you attended elementary school, and so the teachers and I thought that it would be a good idea to show you what is happening on a daily basis here at Longfellow. In this video, we will be reviewing various curricular areas such as reading, math, and physical education. Our sincerest hope is that this brief video will provide you some insight into your child's education. To begin, the state of Iowa defines a comprehensive approach to reading as a high-quality system that provides classroom instruction for all children and intervention for children at risk of reading difficulty that is built on scientifically based research. This program includes instructional content for the 5 essential components of reading instruction: phonemic awareness, phonics, vocabulary development, reading fluency, and reading comprehension, which is found throughout the newly adopted Houghton Mifflin Harcourt Language Arts materials. These materials align with the Iowa Common Core standards. A comprehensive reading program also includes explicit instruction, coordinated instructional sequences, ample teacher-directed application, guided practice, and independent practice. You will observe this in any classroom here at Longfellow. The Iowa City Community School District uses instructional materials that are aligned with the 5 essential components of reading instruction and grade-level standards, benchmarks, and instructional goals. Students are provided more than 90 minutes of uninterrupted reading instruction per day. On a given day, your child will be exposed to literacy instruction in various settings that range from whole class to small group to independent reading time. There will be times throughout the year that your child will also work one-to-one with their teacher. In Iowa City, we follow the explicit instruction model, which includes I do, where the teacher models, we do, where the teacher guides practice and provides feedback, and you do, where the child is able to practice skills independently. Part of a balanced literacy approach to learning includes a quality writing system. The newly adopted materials allow us to more succinctly teach various genres of writing and to incorporate spelling patterns and new vocabulary into our reading and writing. Another key ingredient to a quality reading program is that it includes screening and diagnostic assessment for identifying and diagnosing individual student instructional needs. The most commonly used screening tool across the district is the Dynamic Indicators of Basic Early Literacy Skills, or DIBELS. This universal tool is used 3 times a year and given even more frequently to monitor progress for students who may need additional support in an area such as phonics or fluency. Here you can see Longfellow teachers using the latest version of the Developmental Reading Assessment, or DRA2, which is a more diagnostic tool. In most elementary settings, this tool is used twice a year. Teachers also use formative assessments such as quizzes and homework to guide their instruction. Finally, they use summative assessments such as the Iowa assessments at grades 3 through 6 and end-of-unit exams to determine who has learned a specific skill or set of skills. All forms of assessment data is used to help us match appropriate instruction to individual needs. Our main goal at the primary level is to have children learning to read, and at the intermediate level, we shift that focus to having children reading to learn. In mathematics, the Common Core standards specify topics for a given grade. The intent is that those topics are to be mastered no later than at that given grade level. But such mastery must be based on learning in earlier grades. It must be followed with appropriate practice at home and school, applications and extensions in later grades. One topic we often consider is in-depth instruction. Everyday Math is a research-based set of materials that align with the Common Core standards and aims at in-depth understanding, namely, in-depth understanding that is long-lasting. Everyday Math is based on the fact that one does not achieve in-depth understanding that endures by focusing exclusively on a topic until the child seems to have mastered it. When this is done, It is easy to confuse short-term performance with long-term learning. In-depth understanding is achieved by repeatedly returning to a topic after time has passed. Focus over time, if you will, so that learners will have to remember what they learned before. Everyday math materials have been built to be more efficient at developing in-depth, long-lasting understanding. However, it may also appear to be less focused at the lesson level because several topics may be treated in a single day. Such materials that follow the core curriculum will also enable students to perform at high levels in real life, where problem solving, involving fractions for example, doesn't come at the end of a chapter. Math is also taught using the explicit teaching framework that utilizes whole group, small group, and independent time in the classroom. For more information specific to your child's learning in math, please go to their homeroom teacher's webpage on the Longfellow website to learn more about the core standards, the units of study, and the everyday math materials through a link which provides answers to a variety of questions. In the area of science, we envision a community where people understand and use basic scientific principles. We want our children to experience the richness and excitement of knowing about and understanding the natural world. We want them to use appropriate scientific processes and principles in making personal decisions. As a school, we strive to increase children's productivity through the use of knowledge, understanding, and skills of the scientifically literate person in their careers. With the assistance of the Van Allen Science Teacher Center, we are able to provide students with a hands-on approach to learning and foster these skills in all students. Social studies instruction includes citizenship education, history, and social sciences. Democratic beliefs and values, problem solving, and social and political participation skills are incorporated in this area of study. Instruction in social studies encompasses geography, history of the United States and Iowa, and cultures of other peoples and nations. American citizenship, including the study of national, state, and local government, is also covered. At Longfellow, we use History Alive and Social Studies Alive materials to teach the core standards. These materials allow for students to learn concepts through a variety of mediums. For example, students participate in a huge tug-of-war to learn about the American Revolution. They conduct press conferences as historical figures and take a walking tour of Florence to uncover details about the Renaissance. As it is with many other parts of the school day, social studies is another content area in which the awareness of the physical, social, and emotional self can be infused into the instructional programming. The art program run by Mrs. Morrison at Longfellow provides a variety of art experiences aimed at building self-esteem and teaching technical, perceptual, and critical thinking skills. These experiences include making, studying, and appreciating art. In this manner, students are assisted to understand themselves, history, and other cultures more fully. The program provides students with the tools to communicate visually, as well as the tools to analyze and interpret the visual world. Art is seen as essential to each student's education and validates the individual's uniqueness. It encourages creativity, promotes higher-order thinking skills, and contributes to a better understanding of the world. The students in grades K through 6 meet with the art teacher 1 day per week for approximately 50 minutes. The general music program is an integral part of every student's education through 6th grade. Students gain skills necessary to understand, appreciate, and create music. Using these skills, students will become literate consumers of music and will develop a means for self-expression. Through working as a group to understand and create beautiful pieces of music, children also learn cooperation and self-discipline. Mrs. Ackerson's music class is taught with a hands-on approach. Keyboards, Orff xylophones, and a variety of rhythm instruments are used as tools to help students understand the concepts of the way music is constructed. Song literature comes from all areas of the world and involves ideas that allow integration with math, science, social studies, and language arts. Our goal is that the skills learned in music will open the doors for children to express their creativity. The Performance Music Department provides an opportunity for all students to develop an understanding of music at a high level through experiences with instrumental performance and through listening and composition appropriate to each level. Music provides an opportunity for the development of musical talent for enjoyment in later life. The primary objective for studying music is to develop musicianship and musical sensitivity, a positive learning attitude, and a positive self-concept. At grade 4, students at Longfellow may participate in orchestra, which is led by Mrs. Keatle. In 5th grade, students have the opportunity to try their hand at band with Mr. Mahalski. Mrs. Buter's physical education program contributes to the development of students in a holistic manner so that students move to learn and learn to move. The program is divided into 3 broad learning areas: fitness and wellness, basic movement skills and concepts, and movement forms. Each area has a cognitive, psychomotor, and affective component. When students exit elementary school, our goal is that they possess a variety of basic skills and are well-grounded in movement. Mrs. Buter strives to ensure that individual needs of the students are met through appropriate developmental activities. Utilization of a variety of teaching styles and various remedial programs also facilitate meeting individual student needs. Higher levels of learning come through student success and progress. A range of activities help prepare students for successful adulthood. Stressing basic movement in the early years with little importance given to competition helps to promote self-esteem and confidence. Last year, Longfellow was awarded a PE for Life grant, which will significantly increase our school's ability to accomplish our mission of helping children develop healthy living routines. The purpose of Longfellow Elementary School's comprehensive developmental school counseling program is to address the unique needs of elementary school children through a proactive approach. The foundation of our program corresponds with the school's character plan, Pride, and relies on research-based methods. The many roles of the school counselor are aimed at improving the lives of students as well as the culture of the school. Through whole class, small group, and individual guidance, our comprehensive school counseling program will help students acquire a quality education, which ultimately enriches learning by providing the skills needed to become productive citizens in a diverse society. We hope that the guidance program at Longfellow can serve our children by building them a solid foundation as they work to attain their personal, social, academic, and career goals. The mission of the library program in the Iowa City Community School District is to provide an engaging, dynamic instructional program that equips students with lifelong learning skills, delivered in an environment that optimizes services to support and enhance teaching, learning, and literacy. At Longfellow, Mrs. Morey strives to accomplish this mission with all students. We truly believe that lifelong learning is the ultimate goal of schools in our society, and that the library program is vital to creating independent, informed, responsible learners. Sometimes we find that even while differentiating for the various needs of children, it is appropriate to provide additional support, either to help give a child a boost in a given area or to extend their learning beyond the core instruction. This can be done in a couple of ways. First, Longfellow Elementary teachers find numerous ways to change their instruction to meet the needs of individual learners. Many of these shifts in instruction can be done by adjusting things such as assignment content, assignment length, grouping of students, amount of direction, and so forth. If differentiation doesn't seem to be meeting the particular needs of a child, then the next step is what we call our response to intervention, or RTI. RTI is a process for teachers and building teams to produce the most efficient and effective outcomes for student learning. Teachers will use research-based programs to ensure that every child has access to a high-quality universal curriculum. Teachers will use a progress monitoring tool to assess a student's progress toward a defined goal. It is important to note here that all students are assessed in reading, for example, at least 3 times a year using a valid screener in order to determine which students need more targeted instruction. Teachers then provide that instruction through evidence-based interventions. For students receiving supplemental or intensive support through the RTI process, teachers monitor their progress more frequently so that they can make changes to their teaching based on the child's response to that instruction. Our school-wide Behavior Expectations program is a combination of a statewide positive reinforcement initiative, often referred to as PBIS, and our building philosophy on what should be expected of students at Longfellow. These posters are examples of what some of our common area expectations are. Your child's classroom teacher will also have a set of expectations and procedures that they develop with the students so that they may maximize their classroom community and the learning time of all students. You may refer to the expectations on our website for the entire building, as well as your child's homeroom. In closing, our ultimate goal is to create an environment where children feel welcome and comfortable in their learning environment as we work with you to prepare them for their futures. Your help and dedication to excellence in education is very much appreciated. If, after watching this video, you have further questions or more specific questions about your child's classroom or school, I would strongly encourage you to first visit our website. The teachers are working to ensure that their teacher pages provide you more detailed information specific to their grade level and content. If you are seeking more information, I invite you to email us, call, or stop in to visit us here at Longfellow. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope to see you soon.